On the occasion of Tourist Day, I, Farah Khan, on behalf of Center for Legal Studies, Geeta Rattan International Business School, offers a very warm welcome to our respected Chairman, Sir Shri Anand Jindal, Vice Chairman, Sir Shri Anirudh Jindal, our Honorable Chief Guest, Sir Advocate Awadh Bihari Kaushik, esteemed guest of honor, Director Sir Professor Dr. Vikas Nath Sir, respected teachers, and all the students present here. Geeta Rattan International Business School was established in the year 2004 under the aegis of Rohini Education Society. GIPS is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, Delhi, and is approved by All India Council for Technical Education, Ministry of HRD, Government of India for Technical Programs, and Bar Council of India for Law Programs. The institute is conducting programs like MBA, MBA International Business, BBA General, BA LLB, and BBA LLB. GIPS has been graded A by NAAC second cycle and has been rated A+ by the State Fee Regulatory Committee, a fee committee of Government of NCT of Delhi, and it has been rated the highest grading A by the Joint Inspection Committee of Government of Delhi and GGSRB University since 2013 till date. It has been rated grade A by the Academic Audit Cell of GGSRB University since 2011 till date. GIPS has also achieved 4-star ranking in IICMOE ranking 2021. Also, GIPS has been rated as number 2 Pan-India by Times Free School Survey in 2021, 2019 and 2018. GIPS has been ranked number 19 in the top 20 business schools of North India by Times Free School Survey 2023, Pan-India for its MBA programs, and ranked number 8 in BBA programs by Times Free School Survey 2023. Now, I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Advocate Awadh Bihari Kaushik Sir. Sir is enrolled with Bar Council of Delhi and is a member of various bar associations including Supreme Court Bar Association, Delhi High Court Bar Association, and various tribunals and district bar associations. Sir is in law practice for last more than 22 years and is a 2014 batch Advocate on Record in Supreme and prominently practicing in Supreme Court of India and Delhi High Court. Starting his practice from taxation field, he has gone far beyond and now practicing in all fields of law, be it taxation, criminal, civil, matrimonial services, constitutional and arbitration. In many matters of public importance, Sir has been appointed as amicus curiae by Honorable Delhi High Court and now he is on the panel of Delhi International Arbitration Center and deciding commercial matters, having been appointed as the arbitrator by Honorable Delhi High Court. Sir has been awarded with many awards including Bharat Ratna Award and Rajasthan Gaurav Award. Various judgments in the matters argued by him have been published in Law Journal all over India, including Delhi Times. Sir did more than 25% of cases as pro bono without charging any fee. When it comes to matter of thumb core or round rule, also known as PIL person, since he has filed 20 PILs in his personal names in the Supreme Court of India and Delhi High Court in the largest public interest. Now, I would like to call Dr. Namita Pagaria to present green welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest, Advocate Awadh Kaushik. Honorable Chief Guest to present their thoughts, full words.
Good morning, students, rather lawyers. How do you feel when someone say वकील साहब कैसे हैं? अच्छा लगता है? must be. This is the profession in which Sahab is always used. हमारा वकील आया था वो एक अलग बात, but वकील साहब, even judges also call अपने वकील साहब को बुलाओ. If you have perhaps during internship you have visited some courts, you would have noticed this observation. So you are going to be Sahab, and once you are going to be Sahab, you have to be a Sahab. To discuss a subject which generally people don't discuss. Do you know what is the subject of today's program?
Yes.
All are aware?
Yes.
So, and which subject, in fact, semester the students are of?
Second semester.
Second semester only. So, what are the subjects you are being taught?
Law.
Law of torts.
Yes, sir. Yes. Law, contract, law.
Constitution, law, legal research.
Constitution as well.
Yes, sir.
Legal research and moot court.
So, tort, contract,
Constitution, legal research and moot court.
Good. Jurisprudence has not come in that. Oh.
Yes, sir.
So, once a person comes through CLAT, he has some idea about laws, whether it is criminal law, constitutional or civil or commercial disputes, whatever. So why this topic today? If you are aware with and cautious to see what is happening there in law, how many out of you are aware about the judgment of Supreme Court in Supriya's case? Supriya's case, Supriya versus Union of India, Supriya Chakravarti. What was the subject matter of that? Anybody can? Yes, please.
Does same-sex marriage should be legal in India or not? And also the option and
Yes.
the rights.
Up to some extent, yes. And how many of you are aware about the judgment of that Navtej Johar? Anybody? Yes, sir.
Sir, homosexuality was decriminalized.
So, decriminalized by which court? Good. And why it was arisen? Because of Naz Foundation's case, right? So, Naz Foundation was a case, please sit down. Naz Foundation was a case, a PIL filed before Delhi High Court in 2009. 8 it was filed, 9 it was decided by Justice E. P. Shah and Justice Muralidhar. When section 377, you are aware 377 IPC? Yes. So, sexual intercourse against the order of nature, that was making a penal provision in 377. I am giving the foundation why this topic roaming here and there today, be it a law student, lawyers, judges, and even society, and most importantly, the human rights people who are working on human rights. So, Naz Foundation was the case in which it was pleaded before the High Court of Delhi that section 377 be struck down, which says that any act against the order of nature, of course sexual acts, cannot be called as criminalized. That cannot be called as crime, offense, and that too punishable. Some offenses are there. Suppose you jump the red light, that is also an offense. But you give 500 or 1000 fine. I am talking about fine, not sort का नोट पकड़ा दिया पुलिस वाले को चलो वो fine. So, but not penalized, no punishment as such. Fine is okay. But in 377 it says, even if it is done secretly, privately, consensual, still life imprisonment was there. And in any case, up to 10 years. So the plea of Naz Foundation was that once there are two people who are adults, adult means 80 plus, 18 plus, 18 means not the, as per Special Marriage Act. Special Marriage Act defines 18 and 21, you know, marriageable years. So 18 plus means adults. So the case of Naz Foundation was that two adults with consent, consensual, make relations. How can it be, right? And therefore, the court said up to that extent 377 is ultra virus. Ultra virus because of the reason that it violates your rights. And rights bole to human rights are the first rights. Then constitutional rights, legal rights, I will come later. Just will give a short as what is the difference between all these. But human right violation means what? I will come later on the first part that whether denial to same-sex marriage is violation of human right or not. And rather I will leave it to you to decide. But what is the human right? You know United Nations?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Perhaps all have heard about United Nations. After Second World War it was formed. So on 10 December 1948, resolution number 217A, if someone is taking note, can note. Resolution, General Assembly's resolution number 217A was passed in United Nations. That at that time it was being held at Paris. Though the head office is Geneva, you know, Geneva and that US. But in this resolution, for the first time, the United Nations adopted the motion of human rights. And since you are also reading constitutional law in this your semester, so I think you have read chapter 3, which deals with the fundamental rights. So fundamental rights enshrined in chapter 3 of our constitution, in fact, so we can say in general parlance we use this as decriminalization of section 377. But it doesn't mean that section 377 has been abolished or struck down at all. No. Only it has been read down rather. Read down means criminality has been removed up with a condition. Condition number 1, there must be 2 adults. Condition number 2, there must be consent. If there are 2 adults but there is no consent, still 377 is there. If one of the partner is not adult, still 377 is affected. And of course the third one is animal, still 377. So 377 was discussed because of the reason, and interestingly in 377 when this Kaushal's judgment was being reviewed by the constitutional bench, or we can say Naz Foundation's case, some observations came by the same Justice Chandrachud, saying that every person who considered himself or herself not a male or female but third gender has equal rights under the Constitution and the law. So this observation prompted that human rights people saying कि ओहो भाई अगर ये कह दिया कि थर्ड जेंडर को भी वो सब राइट हैं जो एक मेल और फीमेल को हैं, तो फिर तो शादी क्यों नहीं होनी चाहिए? That bring the issue before the Supreme Court on 3 points. Now, if someone is taking note, can take what were the issues before the Supreme Court in Supreme case. 1, that marriage is a fundamental right, and therefore same-sex people should also be allowed to be married. 1. 2. Not allowing to marry the same-sex people is violation of Article 14. Article 14, you know, discrimination. And third point was regarding Special Marriage Act. I think you have not yet read, but just for your information, there is a Special Marriage Act. There are many others like Hindu Marriage Act also. Special Marriage Act में Section 4 है, and Section 4 says marriage can be performed between the two people, adult, but subsection 3 says the age of female should be 18 years and for male the age is 21. So word male and female is used there in section 4 of Special Marriage Act. So that section, and for that matter, that act was under challenge in Supriya's case. कि साहब ये तो मेल और फीमेल तक की बात करता है, यानी मैरिज के लिए एक मेल होना चाहिए, एक फीमेल होना चाहिए, बट देखिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने तो कहा है नाज फाउंडेशन के केस में कि एवरी पर्सन हैज इक्वल राइट, तो दिस इज माय चॉइस कि मैं मेल से करूं या फीमेल से करूं, लेकिन मुझे राइट मिलना चाहिए शादी का। इस जब कोई इंपॉर्टेंट मैटर होता है और उस इंपॉर्टेंट मैटर में दो जजों की बेंच का, मान लीजिए किसी एक 2019 में 2 जजों की बेंच ने एक फैसला दे दिया कि मेरी रूलिंग ये है, तो वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला हो गया, चाहे वो 2 जजों का है चाहे वो 11 जजों का, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, वो इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट। लेकिन आज 2024 में कोई और 2 जज बैठ गए और उनके सामने ये कहा गया कि देखो जी 2019 में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये फैसला दिया था। उन जजों को ये लगता है जो आज बैठ के सुन रहे हैं कि हम उस जज के बेंच, उस 2 जजों की बेंच से फैसले से एग्री नहीं है। समझ में आ रही है बात? अगर 2 बेंच की फैसला है और आज की 2 बेंच उससे डिफर कर रही है, तो आज वाली बेंच को, 2 जजों की बेंच को ये राइट नहीं है कि वो उस फैसले को पलट। समझ में आएगा? फिर वो क्या करेंगे, वो 3 जज बेंच को भेजेंगे। समझ में आ गई? इसको बोलते हैं लार्जर बेंच। तो अब जब वो 3 जजों की बेंच फैसला देगी, चाहे वो 3 जजों में से 2 जज उसी फैसले को मान ले तो वो 3 जजों का फैसला हो गया। अगर वो तीनों ने उस मिलकर उसको पलट दिया तो पलट दिया। तो अब कौन सा फैसला माना जाएगा? 2 जजों वाला नहीं, अब किसका माना जाएगा? 3 जजों की बेंच तो ऐसे गठित होती है, समझ में आ गई? ओनली इन केस व्हेन देयर इज ए डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन either between 2 benches of 2 judges or between the judges of same bench. Suppose मैं और आप 2 जज हैं, एक हम दोनों हियरिंग कर रहे हैं और मैंने कहा मेरे हिसाब से ये पिटीशन लागू होनी चाहिए और आपने कहा नहीं जी मेरे हिसाब से तो ये डिसमिस होनी चाहिए। हमें अभी देखा ना आपने कि सुप्रीम में 2 जजों ने कहा कि ये होनी चाहिए सेम सेक्स मैरिज का अलाउ और 3 जजों ने कहा नहीं हो सकती, तो मेजॉरिटी फैसला हुआ। तो अब 2 में तो कोई मेजॉरिटी माइनॉरिटी होगी नहीं, एक ने कहा होगा एक ने नहीं होगा। उस केस में भी जब डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन होता है 2 जजों का, तब भी तीसरे जज को 3 जज बेंच को जाता है। क्यों? कि 2 जज ने एक डिफर हो सकते, 3 तो नहीं हो सकते। 3 में से तीसरा जज तो या तो इधर मानेगा या उधर मानेगा। 3 जजों की बेंच का फैसला तो ऐसे है। अगर कोई लीगली इंपॉर्टेंट मैटर जो लंबे समय तक कानून को या देश को प्रभावित करता है, या कोई संविधान में संशोधन की बात आती है, या संविधान को इंटरप्रेट करने की बात आती है। इंटरप्रेट समझते हैं ना? यानी संविधान ने एक बात लिख दी लेकिन उसकी व्याख्या कौन करेगा? आवाज आ रही है क्लास का?
Yes, sir.
I am very thankful to Advocate Kaushik Saab. He has explained all the points very nicely, especially mentioning the case of Navdev Singh case, Mansa case, and other cases, case 1 and Bharti cases. Actually, this topic is very sensitive topic. जब भी हम अपने समाज में आसपास ऐसे टॉपिक की बात छेड़ते हैं, सेम सेक्स मैरिज, तो क्या होता है? पहले सर से चेहरा लाल होता है, कोई बात करना नहीं चाहता। हम दूसरी चीज़ों में बहुत बात कर लेंगे, बट ये सारे टॉपिक्स वी अवॉइड कि नहीं ये सब जस्ट नॉट गुड। यू कैन नॉट डिस्कस दिस टॉपिक विथ योर पेरेंट्स। टीचर से भी तुम डिस्कस करोगे तो बहुत कम ही तुम्हें बताएंगे। बट बीइंग ए एडवोकेट, unless until you get all the information of these types of sensitive issues, you cannot argue anywhere. तुम्हें जब तक बेसिक चीज़ों का पता नहीं होगा, समझ नहीं आएगी, तो तुम आर्गुमेंट कहीं भी नहीं कर सकते। So I will take only 10 minutes. Sir has explained everything in very nice way, but I would like to add some extra point as per my view. If sir emerges from a group, this is known as LGBT group. ये सबको मालूम है। Now L stand for lesbian. देखो एक चीज मैं बताऊँ, this is the human psychology. कॉलेज में क्या करते हैं तुम? Everybody is having friends. Boys are having girlfriend and girls are having boys. And you like to sit with them. And you like to discuss all the problems with them. चाहे टीचर पढ़ाए नहीं पढ़ाए, रिव्यू पूरे समझ में आए या ना आए, but your conversation will be continuing in that class. This is happening because we have this phenomena, हमारी जो biological structure है, that helps us to do all the works. जब हम बात करते हैं LGBT की, तो lesbian means what? The female, those who like to have sex with the female, those who doesn't like to marry with boys. Very simple one. But they don't have lesbian, have no sexual disorder. They are perfectly fine with us. जैसे हम लोग एकदम healthy और स्वस्थ है, सब कुछ ठीक है, they are also in same. तो lesbian ये हो गया। दूसरा जब हम बात करते हैं गे, so many gay judges are there in दिल्ली। सर को ज़्यादा पता होगा मेरे से कि ऐसे गे जजेस भी अपने यहाँ दिल्ली में हैं। So gay means what? The male group who doesn't want to marry, they want to marry with the male only. ये दो ग्रुप हो गए. Bisexual means any lesbian or gay, those wants to have sexual activities with male or female, they come under bisexual. और last का जो category है transgender, this is very typical and very pathetic group. They are having all the sexual disorders in their body. ये बड़ी clear है. In Nalsa versus Union of India case, Supreme Court has provided all the rights which a normal persons are having right in India. जितनी right हमारे पास है, वो सारे के सारे rights ट्रांसजेंडर के पास है. एक चीज मैं और बताऊं, do you know the percentage of LGBT and transgender in total population? Near about 20% of our populations are having this group. 20%. और ट्रांसजेंडर की बात करें तो 5 लाख ट्रांसजेंडर्स आर इन इंडिया. अब तुम ट्रांसजेंडर में एक बात करो, हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट मानवी बंदोपाध्याय? शी इज द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ लेडी कॉलेज इन कैलकाटा. So it doesn't mean that lesbian group or transgender groups are not academically sound. They are very sound and they are doing very well in the society. तो फिर जब ये बात आती है कि then why this? What is the reason for this LGBT group? You know, as per the trend of the modern society, we are having some, lackings in our body. जैसे सर ने अभी बताया, क्योंकि marriage is allowed. So Article 21 gives so many rights which is not covered directly, but indirectly all these rights are covered. As Lakshmi has asked certain questions with sir, and she was insisting, sir, give us permission for the sex marriage. Sir is not having this power to give. This power is in the hand of the judiciary as well as the legislature. This is a basic concept. In our tradition, अगर महाभारत पढ़ा होगा, एक ट्रांसजेंडर का नाम आता है सेकंडी. Share the transgender in that time. तो ट्रांसजेंडर और this types of group is not new for us. ये हमारे पहले हिस्ट्री में भी थे. And they were doing very excellent job. अच्छा चलो और इन सब बातों को छोड़ के हम बात करते हैं. Living relationship is there, marriage is not required in it. जो जिसके साथ रह सके, even the child of living relationship with a legitimate child, and that child is having proper right of the property from the parents also. ये जो इतने सारे laws बन रहे हैं, इन सारे laws को मिला के तुम देखोगे तो सारे laws एक दूसरे से क्या है, differentiate है. So it is your choice कि what way you are going to take. ठीक है? हो सकता है कि तुम्हारे बीच में कोई लेस्बियन, कोई गे, कोई ट्रांसजेंडर, वो भी बैठ के ट्राई करता हो. ये तो किसी को नहीं मालूम है ना. इवन तुम जहाँ रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खाते हो सकता है वो भी लोग ऐसे बैठे हो. You should be very open for that, and it is the matter of the judiciary whether they will provide this permission for same-sex marriage or not. But in our country, we are having various types of personal laws. We have Hindu's laws, Muslim, Special Marriage Act. So giving this permission will have a drastic change, and all the existing law is required to be changed. Adoption में, marriage में, सब चीजों में change होगा. So it will have a very drastic change. So at last, I would like to give thanks to Solanki ma'am and Mahima ma'am also, and the organizing team, those who have organized this wonderful event. The topic is very nice and very sensitive, and I hope everybody has got some information and interesting fact for that. So try to help this LGBT group and to never encounter with them. ये भगवान के सताए हुए लोग हैं, उनको जरूर हेल्प करो. You cannot feel the pain of a transgender. They are also a part of our society. So I hope you must follow and you must help. Thank you very much and nice to talk to you.